Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Day 27 of this series, the 11K in 40 day. So today we are discussing the 32% gap in our retirement income that nobody wants to talk about, but that we can actually control. So if you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. This is Sit and Speak Your Truth. Here on this channel, we don't sugarcoat the numbers at all. We just use them. So if you are in your solo season, you are single, divorced, or widowed, this channel exists and was created just for you. Now, the number. So the median retirement income for women over 65 is 32.6% lower than that of their male counterparts. So sit with that for a second. That's not a small dent. That's a third less to live on after a lifetime of working just as hard, often while carrying more of the unpaid labor at home on top of it. And the most important reason, or many of the reasons behind the gap, the pay gap, the career interruptions, the caregiving years aren't things that we can undo retroactively, right? We can't go back and rewrite the last 30 years of our history. Luckily, we don't have to. Here's what we can control. We can build, starting today, entirely outside of the system. And that's what this awesome program and system that I found, Legacy Builders, is helping me do. So it is a done-for-you digital income system. You don't have to have a degree, no corporate ladder to worry about, no waiting for a raise that may or may not come. 2 hours a day and income that's fully, entirely yours. I didn't build the program, wish I had. I'm not that genius, but I bought the rights to sell it. And I've been able to begin to build my own business on top of what I've learned inside. But I stand behind it completely because, I'm living what it does and it works. So there's no question about that. So let's be honest. Let's talk about why the gap exists. This 32.6%, where is it actually coming from? It's not like, it's just, I just made one bad decision. Oftentimes, it's not a bad decision we made at all. It's just decades of life that has stacked on top of each other. A lower starting salary here, a maternity leave there, a caregiving stretch nobody paid us for, a job we left because the flexibility wasn't there. None of those individually feel catastrophic in the moment, right? But when they're compounded over an entire career, they add up to a third of our retirement income that is completely gone. Now, I personally spent 13 years in a government career before I decided that the steady paycheck and the steady contributions were not going to be the answer for me. And that was my choice. And even after looking at the math, it still didn't reflect the effort that I had put in. And when I finally looked honestly at where the path was heading, I realized that steady and secure doesn't always win the race. And it's okay. So, I made a decision that terrified me. But I did it anyway. So I left and I relocated to a country where I could have a better way of life and not need as much income. So I, relocated here to Panama. Now, that decision wasn't about hating an old job because I literally really enjoyed my job, but it was about refusing to let a gap I didn't create decide my future. Because once I understood that the traditional path wasn't going to close that almost 33% on its own, then everything shifts. I stopped trying to outsave, a broken system and just realize that I need to start building a different one that's completely mine. And so that's what I'm doing now. So Legacy Builders is built for exactly this. Income that isn't run through anyone else's pay scale. It's not run through anyone else's promotion cycle or years of service requirement. It's a done for you, meaning the system and the structure already exists. And what you bring to the table is your 2 hours a day with your phone or a laptop, your story, and your consistency. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme, and I'd be lying to you if I said otherwise, but it is a real system that will reward you for showing up. So who was this for? Well, for me, my audience is that solo seasoned woman. So this is for the woman who saw that almost 33% statistic and felt it lands somewhere personal for her. It's for anyone in their solo season who's tired of retirement planning advice built around combining your incomes household that doesn't reflect your actual life. You are not behind because you did something wrong. Not at all. You're behind because the math wasn't built around you. Period. Now, currently, we have over 61,000 people who are already inside this program, men and women alike, building their own version of closing that gap. Not through a raise they were waiting on, not through a partner's income, through 2 hours a day consistently on something that is theirs. I need you to hear what I'm saying to you. 2 hours a day means that you can do this alongside of your full-time job. If you have a job, my God, don't quit, but start to build something that over time will position you and have you in a season of life where you can quit and you can do it comfortably. Now, maybe you're thinking, I'm not techie Z. I don't have a following Z. I've tried things like this before, Z. Hasn't worked. I hear you on all accords because I can say the same. None of that is a requirement here. No degree required means exactly that. No prior expertise, no certifications, no audience built in advance, just a willingness to show up for 2 hours a day and follow a system that's already been built and proven for you. Now, imagine looking at your retirement outlook a few years from now and not flinching. Imagine that 32.6% number simply not applying to you anymore because you didn't wait. You didn't wait around for the system to fix itself. You built your own income stream that isn't measured against anyone else's paycheck, my dear. That's the key. Therein lies the win. Now, for me, part of building real independence is being ready for the unexpected, not just the plan. So that's why when I moved to Panama and I started thinking about, okay, well, how can I build something that's mine? I created my 120-day emergency exit relocation guide for anyone who wants a real step-by-step, how do I do this plan? If you're ready to relocate, the link is below in the description box. So please check that out. So let me close with this. We can't rewrite the last 30 years. We can absolutely rewrite the next one that starts today. So if this is resonating with you and you're ready to start trying to create a life for yourself that is truly yours and independent of a paycheck from someone else, then I want you to comment my truth below. I'm going to personally send you the Freedom Blueprint. And I'm going to be honest with you, sweetheart. You never know, because it might be exactly what you've been looking for. If not, no harm, no foul. But it doesn't hurt to look, because I'm telling you, and I talk about AI a lot in my videos. We all know what's going on with AI. We all see the onslaught of AI technology right now. You need to find something that is going to work for you. You need to find something that is going to help you create and build and own something that AI cannot touch. Because, honey, AI is not going anywhere. So we have to kind of outsmart the smarty pants that just walked into the room. And we can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. So that's all I have for you today, lovelies. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you stayed this long, I love you deeply. And be sure to come back tomorrow for day 28. I'm scripting that now, so tomorrow should be good. And I want you to always remember to keep speaking your truth. Ladies, HOAS. I'm going to say that all the time in all my videos from now on. Keep your head on the swivel. There's a lot of crap going on in the world right now. Keep yourself and yours safe and protected. And until tomorrow for day 27, I bid you a fond adieu. Have a beautiful day. Bye.